everyone, welcome to the channel Unknown Physics. So today we are going to do mechanical properties of solids. So elastic properties of materials are tremendously important. Many of the necessities of everyday life from rubber bands to suspension bridges depend upon elastic properties of material. So here in this video series we will introduce the concept of stress, strain and elastic modulus and a simple principle called Hooke's law. So this Hooke's law helps us to predict what deformation will occur when forces are applied to a real kind of body, but that is not a perfect body. So before getting into these concepts, let us know some of the basic definition. So the first one is a rigid body. A body whose size and shape cannot be changed however large the applied force may be is called rigid body. In an easier way, we can say when external forces do not produce any deformation in the body, such a body is called rigid body. There is no perfect rigid body in nature, but the nearest approach to it is diamond or carbon. And the next is deformation force. The force which changes the size or shape of the body without moving it as a whole is called deformation force. So when the deforming forces are removed, the body may regain its original shape and dimension. The behavior of solids, liquids and gases is different under the action of deforming force. This is because of the restoring forces acting in the body which opposes the changes in the shape or dimension of the body. Next is restoring force. The force which restores the size and shape of the body when deformation force is removed is called the restoring force. Magnitude of restoring force is equal to the deformation force, but they are in opposite direction and they do not form an action and reaction pair. This force is responsible for the elastic nature of the body. Work done by the deforming force is entirely stored in the form of potential energy. Next is elasticity, the property of a material by virtue of which it regains its original size and shape when deformation force is removed is called elasticity. Example steel, rubber, but no body is perfectly elastic, but quartz is the nearest example. Elasticity is a molecular property of matter. Here there is a gif of rubber band which shows the elastic nature of it. Now I have an aluminum plank and a stainless steel plank. Now when I am placing a weight over it, the aluminum plank bends less but the steel plank bends more. This is because why? The stainless steel, that is steel, has more elastic property when compared to the aluminum. And the next is elastic limit. If an elastic material is stretched or compressed beyond a certain limit, it will not regain its original state and will remain deformed. The limit beyond which permanent deformation occurs is called the elastic limit. Okay? Next, plasticity. The property of a material by virtue of which it does not regain its original size and shape. It remains the same. When deformation force is removed is called plasticity. Example, putty dough. Putty dough means like the cement which we use for buildings. And next is chewing gum. When you chew a chewing gum, you are expanding it, but it will not regain its original position, right? So next is stress. So we want to study the relationship between forces and deformation for each case. So for each kind of deformation, we will introduce a quantity called stress that characterizes the strength of the force causing the deformation. So what is stress? The restoring force per unit area of a deformed body is known as stress. So stress is given by restoring force by area. And the unit for stress is Newton per meter square. For force it is Newton and for area it's meter square. So Newton per meter square. And in CJ system it is dyne per centimeter square and in SI system it's Pascal. Its dimensional formula is m L power minus 1 T power minus 2. So here I have a question for you guys. So pressure is also force by area, right? Stress is also restoring force by area. So what's the difference between stress and pressure? If you know the answer, write in the comment box. So in my next video, I'll come with the answer for this and the types of stresses. So still then, thank you everyone. Have a nice day.